So if you're like me, you probably get articles and stuff emailed to you by the geocaching headquarters every now and then. And today they did released an article called 10 Mistakes to Avoid While Geocaching. And so I'm going to go through today and see how many of these mistakes I've made myself. Mistake 1, forgetting to bring a pen. Yes, I have done that. I've done that several times. Less and less now, because I often, when I plan to go out geocaching, I have the pin. Now I have several pins I keep in my geo bag, and I have pins in both of my vehicles. But especially for newbies, new geocachers, that is definitely a mistake. That happens a lot. To prevent this mistake, they say keep an extra pin in your car or your jacket or near your phone. To keep an extra pin near your phone, I don't know what they mean by that, but we'll go with it. Mistake number 2, not reading the geocache description. Yes, I sometimes do that. Mostly for what seems like light pull caches. I don't usually read this description each and every time because you can usually tell. However, this website states that that can be a mistake, that the descriptions have a lot of important material like tools of the trade you may need, or drop subtle hints that will help find the geocaches. But so basically I'm 2 for 2. I've so far made both of these mistakes. However, with the second one, sometimes it can slide. Mistake number 3, not checking the latest activity. Yes, I did that a lot when I was a beginner. It is definitely a trick you learn after several attempts at finding geocaches that have several DNFs. So when there's a geocache with a long string of DNFs, either it's a really, really good hide, or it just has not been maintained. And in most cases, it's just because it hasn't been maintained. But every now and then there are some really good geocaches that just cannot be found. Number 4, not using your geosenses. Geosenses guide you to the cache, blah, blah. That one's kind of vague, but I guess I would have to say I probably haven't used my geosenses on every geocache, or some of the ones I haven't found. That's hard to say, but I'm going to say I've made that mistake too. 4 for 4. Mistake number 5. Forgetting to make a list. Lists keep your geocaching life organized, so before you head out on an adventure, remember to make a list. Finally, one that I have not made. I do sometimes make lists. I don't always make lists because you don't always plan to go out on long geocaching adventures. Sometimes you go out for maybe 1 or 2. But I do make lists when I plan to go on a geocaching frenzy, or if there's a whole bunch in a certain area that I want to check out. Mistake number 6, not participating in cache in, trash out. I know for a fact I have not left a cache worse than I found it. But have I picked up all the trash around a certain location every single time? Probably not. There's just some trash that are way too disgusting, and you don't always bring gloves or whatever to clean up. So I guess I'll say that I haven't always picked up all the litter around a cache or whatever. So basically, I haven't left caches or sites worse than I found it, but I haven't always made it better. Mistake number 7, not being safe. Be sure to tell someone, a friend, partner, family member where you are going, how to get in touch, blah, blah, blah. Most of the time, I don't go geocaching by myself. Usually my wife Sabrina's with there, or I am in a parking lot getting a light pull cache. So that's at least 2 that I'm not guilty of. 2 out of 7. Wow. Mistake number 8. Not staying aware of your surroundings. There are many reasons to stay aware. Keeping an eye out for muggles, ensuring you have enough daylight, not trampling on plant life. I probably haven't always been the best at keeping an eye out for muggles, especially as a newbie. I guess at some point, you can't be aware of everything going on at the same time, so Does that make it me guilty of making mistake number 8? Being that I probably stepped on some plant. Or didn't keep an eye out for every muggle. I guess technically that makes me guilty of making mistake number 8.
Mistake number 9.
Not wearing the right shoes. You might be tempted to wear flip-flops or sandals. Blah, blah, blah. Especially in the warmer months. Nope. Basically, I almost always wear sneakers. The only time I'm not is I'm either like at the beach or I'm somewhere formal. Hello. How are you? Everybody say hello to Toonsis, the Geocat. How you doing? Number 10. Letting mistakes ruin your geocaching outing. Now that you have seen... Wait, what? Oh, so it's not... I thought it was like, oh, mistake number 10 is that you've made a mistake. Therefore, you're guilty of another one. No, it's... Whoop. Okay. So, mistake number 10 is letting mistakes ruin it. So, as in, you made a mistake, say you brought the wrong shoes. You're wearing flip-flops when you really need sneakers or something. And... you're like, I can't do this because of I don't have this or that or whatever. So I don't think I've let a mistake ruin my geocaching outing before. Most of the time you find a way to adapt, to overcome. But I don't think there's a case where the situation ruined my geocaching outing. So that's it. Basically, I did pretty bad at this list, and I'm pretty sure, especially as beginners, a lot of you also did not do very well on this list. But if you want to check it out, a link will be in the description to the article. How many of these mistakes have you made? Comment down below what other mistakes you think should have been added to this list. If you could make your own top 1, 2, 5, or 10, top 10. See how ambitious you can be. Also, one more thing before you go. I am not only a geocacher, I'm not only a vlogger, I am also a filmmaker and a photographer. I haven't put my photography on an Instagram before, make it very easy to share. I still do. I post a lot of my photography on a Facebook page that is separate from the Tabrina Adventures geocaching page. So I used to keep a lot of pictures there. Photography is meant to be shared. It's meant to be viewed. And Facebook isn't the best medium to see and share photography. And so I've decided to start an Instagram account with my photography. I'm just going to upload a little bit at a time. I'm not going to go all at once. So I'm just trying to keep it even. Maybe post at least once a week with a couple pictures. So if you want to check that out, the link to it will be in the description. And it would be awesome if you guys would follow me there. That way you can see a different aspect of my life. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys later. Thanks for watching. Check out our Facebook page. The link is in the description. Be sure to like that thing. We got tons of other videos, so click on one of our other videos to watch it. And be sure to subscribe.